guys, what's going on? Before the video really quickly today, just kind of wanted to give you a quick public service announcement. It is balance update day today. What are your first impressions, by the way? Any new decks? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. But the Rumham has been responding to some people on Reddit this morning and Twitter who are critical of the update, the balance update changes. So I know a lot of you guys might have some concerns as well, so I just wanted to share the feedback that he provided to the community with you guys in case you missed it. You can go ahead and pause and take a look at his explanations for specifically the mortar nerf as well as the Mega Minion nerf. A lot of people saw the mortar nerf coming, a lot of people didn't see the Mega Minion nerf coming, so he went back and forth as well on Twitter with Trainer Dipits, kind of giving his reasoning for the Mega Minion nerf. So you guys feel free to believe that or buy it or not buy it. I'm just passing the information on to you guys because I know a lot of you guys shared the same concerns. But with that behind us, oh, and just kind of a last note, guys, if you are having success with a deck and had Mortar, for example, don't just throw it away. You know, if Mortar's your favorite win condition, continue playing the deck and see if it really has that dramatic of an effect on your deck and on your gameplay. I would advise all my viewers not overreact too much to especially the smaller balance changes. Now, if you want to add the witch to your deck because she got an absurd buff, well, that's another story. So guys, speaking of that, let's go ahead and hop into the main video. Welcome to the main video, guys. I hope this video finds you doing well today. I am joined here by Alishihi. He is back on the channel again, a really good player and really good deck creator. He's a 20-game winner, obviously. Been on the channel before. I'm going to show you some of his replays in a recent 12-win grand challenge against basically the hardest counter decks you could possibly run into. We're talking decks with Valkyrie and poison and spells against our graveyard. This is the deck that he's been dominating with. You have the Tombstone, you have, of course, the Valkyrie, but you have the witch as well. It's like a double skeleton spawner coming from every direction. It also baits out poison, baits out fireball, baits out their big spell, and frees you up to play the graveyard. And surprisingly, after the witch buff, guys, first of all, she creates skeletons at an astoundingly fast rate. Number two is that even after that fireball or that poison, she still has like half of her health left. That health buff to the witch was insane. Again, fireball or poison plus log does not kill her anymore, assuming everything's at the same level. Now, I'm on my free-to-play account right now, level 10, and my poison, you know, I like poison, and level 5 isn't bad. It's higher than my other epic cards, but for ladder, for my free-to-play account, I'm gonna sub in arrows, and I'll keep the log even though it's only level 1 in there. I want to go ahead and first play a live match for you guys, and then we'll go ahead and show the good stuff in Alishihi's replays. So let's go ahead and hop into a ladder match and see how we do here, guys. Good luck, Emilio. Thumbs up, good luck. And, you know, starting play with this deck, the best starting play is definitely going to be a Tombstone. Just make sure you place it high enough where you can distract a hog no matter what lane it's coming down. So he opts to log that. We're just going to drop off a Mega Minion in the back and see what he does here. I don't want to be too aggressive. The thing with graveyard decks, guys, if you're a new graveyard user, just be sure to play a little bit passively at first, especially with your graveyard. Make sure you're not using it right off the bat here. A good NATO on his part, but I'm just going to Valkyrie and Witch and see what he does here. This is going to be good value. Check this out. I'm going to... Oh, Valkyrie, get on that wizard. Okay, good, good, good. All right, here comes the first big graveyard push of the game, guys. And how is he going to stop this? Figure I don't know what he has, guys. Well, we'll see. There comes the fireball. The Valkyrie does make it to the tower. I am going to go ahead and arrow these bats because they do a good job against the graveyard. And again, I had the arrows there and it actually did good work. Now look at this witch solo on the tower. Guys, I think she's going to solo this tower down. I think she is. Check it out. Beautiful. And this guy has a level 6 witch. Watch out now. All right, we're just going to go ahead and ice golem this. And I'm going to log everything back and then Tombstone to distract that Hog Rider. So he does have log. but I'm going to wait for him to use it. He's not going to use it, so I don't want to waste any spells. I do allow a hit from that hog in the right lane. So things start out really, really nice for us. The power of the level 4 witch versus a level 6 witch is immediately kind of on display here. We're going to witch really quickly here. She will immediately summon some skeletons. I'm going to ice golem, just to be careful there. And the mini P.E.K.K.A. will not get a hit, but you know what? Fireball plus, what did he use? He used 10 elixir there, so 10 elixir for around 10 elixir. I'll take that trade all day, every day, and we're just one card away from our Tombstone. I'm going to drop off a Valkyrie in the back here, and look at this, guys, coming in hot. We're going to Mega Minion right on top of that Wizard. 5 for 5 trade there. I'll take it. And let's drop off a Tombstone over here. We'll play a Witch on this side. And you know what? We're not even going to bother with that Witch he just used defensively. Let's just let that go. We'll play a Valkyrie right over here. Then we'll play the Graveyard. We'll have the arrows ready for the bats. Send them in now. There it is. Probably could have predicted that, but you can see it didn't get a ton of damage, though. So we're just going to have to stay smart here. Again, with the high Tombstone, we'll go ahead and do that over there, do this over here, make sure that Wizard does not get a hit onto my Tombstone, my skeletons, and that's going to be GG, guys. And you can see just how good the deck is. You always have an answer for everything, I feel like, in this deck, and we'll give him the good game. And no new emotes. Oh, the life of the free-to-play account. No new emotes. Bummer. All right, wanted to give a goblin kiss or a princess kiss, but I can't do it. All right, guys, let's go to the pro here. I have some really good replays for you guys. I want to start out with the 12 win, though, against a Lava Loon deck with Valkyrie in it, and Valkyrie obviously is a counter to Graveyard. So let's see how he did against this replay. Again, a huge shout out here to Alishihi. He is a really, really good player for Vanguard team. Shout out to Vanguard, too, a really good clan. If you guys are looking for a nice competitive clan, and these guys are throwing out the Gobbo emotes, excuse me, at one another with a vicious alacrity to start out this match. So here we go, guys. It's going to be both players kind of sizing up the other one. We start out with a Tombstone. Again, the Tombstone is your best starting play. If you don't have Tombstone in your starting hand, you can go ahead and cycle a Mega Minion in the back. Otherwise, I would not make the starting move. I would wait for the opponent to make the starting move. There's no rush here, guys. So here we go. It's going to be a Mega Minion going into the first Lava Hound push of the game. Now, despite the Inferno Dragon, we go in with that Graveyard there, and we go ahead and deploy that poison on the guard, so we get at least a little bit of chip damage. Meanwhile, our Mega Minion is doing some nice work against that Lava Hound, and we still have that Tombstone there, which is going to provide some very important distraction for that Inferno Dragon. So very nicely here, we deploy a Witch next to our Princess Tower. The Witch is going to summon those skeletons, further kind of clogging the lane up for that Inferno Dragon and the Mega Minion, and then the Witch is going to stay alive despite that Fireball to solo that Inferno Dragon. So you can see the power of the Witch, and it also baits out that Zap to finish her off there, and you can see already the Elixir lead. That was a very, very nice start to the game here for us. So we're going to go ahead and reload with another Tombstone. Again, we have about a 3 or 4 Elixir advantage, which is absolutely huge in this deck. So we're waiting for him to make some sort of a play. We're seeing if he's going to drop the Lava Hound. We drop the Ice Golem. We don't want to throw away our Elixir lead, but at the same time, we want to see what he does. So we're going to take care of that Inferno Dragon first. You can see we didn't jump the gun there playing that Graveyard, and Lewis, the opponent, immediately is like, oops. So we're going to reload with the Valkyrie next to our tower, and here it goes. Now we are cooking, guys. We're waiting for him to make a Lava Hound drop, but he's just not doing it. He's waiting to defend first. He has a Valkyrie in hand, but look at this, guys. Even with that Valkyrie, our Valkyrie gets to the tower. Going to get a few swings. We have some skeletons spawning on the other side of the Valkyrie, and as Valkyrie alone is usually not enough to finish off a Graveyard. In this case, a Valkyrie and a Mega Minion just couldn't get the job done, and we end up taking that tower early on. Now we use our poison for defense this time. Notice we didn't use it offensively, and the balloon is going to get a hit on that tower. Surprisingly, I thought the Witch might finish it off, but we're going to probably lose this right tower here, and indeed we do with about 30 seconds left, guys. So 30 seconds left, we drop off a Witch behind the King Tower. She's going to go ahead and use her range attack, which did receive quite a substantial nerf to her range attack. Just her skeletons skeletons and her HP received enormous buffs. So here it goes again. There's going to be skeletons all over the place to distract that Inferno Dragon. Here comes the fireball for the opponent again. Not going to kill that witch. The witch is still alive, and we cycle back to another witch on defense. So 10 elixir worth of witches here. Going to do a very nice job against all of those skeletons. And look at this mammoth counter attack. That's the beauty of the witch. Witch has really never been meta, guys. But now that she is, or now that we think she'll be, look at how powerful 1 or 2 witches on the counterattack can be here, taking that tower all the way down to 372 damage. Now, know what? No matter what the opponent throws at us here, Lava Hound in the pocket, all we have to do is just go ahead and in the pocket, drop our Ice Golem, drop our Graveyard, and we're going to easily take his tower despite what he can throw at us there on the counterattack. So, brilliantly won 12 win there by Alishihi. So, let's go ahead and go into a more difficult counter. So let's watch this one. So it's only the 3rd win, but his opponent here is a really, really good player, 20-win player. So let's watch this one and check out this deck that he's going against. It is, it's the deck, guys. It's the deck. It's the Golem Barbarian Hut Poison deck. It's still really strong, especially with Fire Spirits getting a buff. One can only help but ask, though, could the Night Witch in this deck be replaced by the regular Witch? I think that double witch decks could do well, but I'm also kind of worried that maybe Witch is just better than the Night Witch now, and she might just sub in for the Night Witch instead of having the double witch. Anyway, let's go ahead and watch the replay and stop talking about it. So here we go. We're going to start off here. Again, starting play is going to be pretty obvious here for Alishihi with the Tombstone play. So let's see how he starts this one off, and let's see how his opponent reacts. So here he goes, sending in some stabby emotes. I ought to do a video on the best BMing new emote decks. I've never been a BMer my whole career, but the new emotes are so fun. Now I'm really a fan of throwing some stabbies and some kissies, and then some thumbs up to let the opponent know it's all in good fun, not trying to aggravate the hell out of you. All right, so here we go, guys. It's going to be a Valkyrie and a Mega Minion responding to the Barbarian Hut for the opponent there, and here comes a Night Witch on the opponent's end. This is going to present great poison value. Let's see if we take it. Indeed, we do. That's going to hit both the Barbarian Hut, the Barbarians that are spawned out of the hut, the next wave at least, and the Night Witch, and the Valkyrie is going to do a good job cleaning them up along with the Mega Minion. That was a really, really lucrative poison, and then the Mega Minion to add insult to injury finishes off that Barbarian Hut. So there comes the Golem, guys, and when your opponent drops the Golem and you know you have the big elixir advantage, just go all in there, and here it is. It's a poison, it's a graveyard, and it is actually, the poison was defensive, excuse me. That's what makes this deck so difficult, right, is most Golem decks do not run poison. This one does. So again, how the heck are we going to beat this deck with Poison, Night Witch, Fire Spirits, Log? A lot of answers. But look at this Witch on defense. Look at all those skeletons. She summons them so much faster now. They can just pile up, and they're absolutely a tank destroyer. So here we go with 4 elixir left. Is he going to cast a graveyard here, guys? It looks like no. He's going to remain patient, and that's what I'm talking about off the top of this video. I kind of started out by kind of mentioning this, guys, is as a graveyard user, if you're picking up this deck and you haven't played graveyard a lot, just be very careful. A situation like that, it must have been very tempting. I would have been tempted to combo that graveyard. But the fact of the matter is the opponent did have poison in hand, so he could have gone ahead and countered the graveyard with poison on a 5-for-4 trade, and then just distracted the supporting troops a little bit with, say, Fire Spirit. So just always kind of be aware that overcommitting is often not the right answer, especially in single elixir time. As you get to double elixir time, then you can be more aggressive, because obviously you're recouping that elixir double speed, so you'll have more answers defensively. And speaking of defensively, oh my god, it's again that 1-2 punch of the Witch in the back, the Valkyrie in the front there, killing all the support troops. And again, the Golem does not even get to the tower. And I'll remind you guys, we're going against a 20-win pro, a really good player, and we're making it look very easy. So dropping off that Witch again behind the tower there, and then we go ahead and we cast a graveyard, because we know we can get some nice poison value, just putting the poison just barely overlapping on that Barbarian Hut, and boom, there it goes. Tower down again, makes it look easy against a very difficult matchup, a difficult deck. So let's go ahead and watch one more, guys. What do you say? Hog Valkyrie. Let's watch that one, guys. Hog Valkyrie. It's the Hog Valkyrie Tombstone deck. And again, just a lot of answers here the opponent has. And let's see how Alishihi handles it. So again, we do have Tombstone in the starting hand. Again, Tombstone's going to be your first play. We just want to make sure that we're trying to figure out what deck the opponent has. And, you know, I might do a video on this topic as a standalone video, but just really quickly, I've been thinking to myself, what is the process? Because I share so many decks on this channel. What is the best process to go about learning a deck? What can you expect, and how do you learn it fast, and how do you become proficient at it fast? Well, one thing is just watching the pros' decision-making and replays. Watching all the replays, even if you fast forward and go double time or whatever through the YouTube video, is really important to do. Just kind of matching up your decision-making against their decision-making. After that, you want to usually play, I hate to overstate it, but you really want to play with a deck for a couple hours, you know? Even if it's in a tournament, just get like 15 matches under your belt with the deck and understand what you're doing. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you can control, your rotation, and what the best decision-making is. And then the next day, or the next couple hours that you play the deck, hopefully you've got kind of the muscle memory built up to make the correct plays on your end, and you can start focusing on your opponent's rotation. You should be thinking of what's in your opponent's hand pretty much the entire match, no matter what deck you're playing, as long as you're comfortable with your own deck. So first, establish the comfort of your deck, and then focus on your opponent's cycle, their rotation, especially their counter cards and their win condition. So here we go, back to this match here, in another early lead here by us. And here comes a big push, a flying machine and a hog rider. Look at that beautiful defense here. Skeletons are going to take down that hog rider, and the mega minion takes down that flying machine. So what looks really dangerous, we actually come away with the lead still, guys, and we're entering into double elixir time now. So here we go. We can really put the pedal to the metal. And again, you'll notice that Alishihi here is placing the witch behind the tower with the most damage on it already, just baiting out the spell. And you can see again the witch is still at half HP. Now, baiting out a fireball is not as valuable playing this deck as, say, baiting out a poison, which is incredibly valuable. But what we did here was we took 4 elixir immediately out of the opponent's hand, leaving them with 4 elixir less and a spell less to defend against that graveyard. And that's exactly what ended up winning us the match here. Even though the hog does actually connect to this left tower with about 20 seconds left, we're able to stop it with the Valkyrie there. You can use the Valkyrie or the Mega Minion against Hog Rider with this deck. Obviously, Hog isn't the easiest matchup because we don't have a super hard counter, but between the Tombstone, the Mega Minion, and the Valkyrie, you should be able to stop Hog decks and actually have the advantage. This deck is so strong, it's almost broken now with the new buff to Witch. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'm wishing you a ton of success in playing it. So guys, make sure you check out the description below for all of Alishihi's player stats and profile information, along with his Twitter account. And guys, thank you so much for watching and continuing to support the channel. It means the world to me and my YouTube partner, Bren Chong. Check out his information in the description below. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.